As Nigeria celebrates its 61st independence anniversary, many have argued that the day isn't worthy of being marked amidst the nation's various challenges ranging from economy, rising food prices, insecurity, cost of transportation, and many more. In this report, TOS TV sampled the opinions of Nigerians to hear their thoughts on whether their lives have significantly improved since independence.
When we look at the life of the citizens and the politicians are here are just growing up because we are making comparison of the life of the Nigerians and the politicians as they were. Wallahi, the gap between the average Nigerians and the politician is more than 1,000%. You get it now because when you look at it, the cost of running this government is so exorbitant. You understand? They get as much as they could get, and in the course of discharging their duty, you understand, they attach money to it again, because when they are going to oversight functioning, as case may be, apart from the National Assembly make provision for them, where they are going to are still making another provision for them. You understand? How do you expect that person to see anything wrong to come back and say, no, I have seen something that's wrong that need to be corrected? No, capital no, because already he has been settled. Do you get it now? So they become richer and richer, and why every Nigerian is becoming poorer and poorer.
See, the country there's no independence in this country. There's no freedom, because independence means freedom, right? There's no freedom in this country. Everywhere insurgents, everywhere killings, everywhere hunger, hardship everywhere. There's no how we have independence. There's no how.
We are under political siege, and this system of government, I say to be, is even at advanced levels of elitist theory, that few people have succeeded in recolonize Nigeria. The present elite cannot take Nigeria to anywhere, economically and politically. So I don't believe Nigeria is under independence.
From 2010, when we celebrate 50, people were rejoicing. People look at 10 years after now, it was a bad state of government running, a bad state of. It may run good to those who run it, but let me tell you, Nigerians are not happy.
The best leadership is not something. It's not an item. It's not an already made item on a shelf you buy and go. We need to develop it. I'm sure we are moving. Even though it looks like we're not moving, there are certain things that will come in and we feel we're not moving, but certainly we are moving.
Right from the time 1999, when the democracy returned to Nigeria, we have not been able to give average Nigerian the dividends of democracy as a result of failure in our democratic process. The politicians have not been able to think beyond self-aggrandizement.
For the past 61 years of independence, according to my own understanding, Nigeria has tried their best. Our leaders have tried their best, but there is some issues that we have to sit down and settle, because the country is facing so many challenges: security issues, lack of employment, and we have so many things to work on it. That's our leaders.
Generally speaking, Nigerians have not made progress since 1960. So 6 decades, what have we done? We still have less than 6,000 megawatts of electricity, saving over 200 million people. Where's the progress? You don't have underground railroad connecting your cities. Where's the progress? Your public transportation system is a mess. Where's the progress? Your education, the output of your education is a mess. Where's the progress? Healthcare there's nothing to be written about. Your president and governors and elites, the slightest of headache, they go abroad. Where's the progress? You're not competing internationally on IT, and you're not producing stuff. We're not talking about people who are just building businesses that are tech related. Most of these things are not even created here. The life of an average Nigerian has not improved. Sadly, you hear people say the good old days in Nigeria. The good old days. No, we shouldn't be saying the good old days. We should be saying better days now.
No, it hasn't. In fact, that is why they keep marginalizing. That is why we see the level of injustice, because people can no longer feed in. And I'm the opinion that even the so-called politicians, what they don't know is that if you are the only that is rich around your neighbor, you are still not rich, you are poor. Because a time will come when they will come for you, because they will have no alternative. And they know that it is their wealth that you are actually leveraging on. And so when you look at the dichotomy, the gap is so much from a politician that we have today and those they are leading. You know, you only see them during campaign. You see them in luxury cars, they change their cars every year, still with taxpayers' money. And all these things makes politics so much lucrative in Africa, such that we have a lot of people venturing into politics who had no antecedent, no other work before that time, and they have no any plan of doing any other thing aside politics. So when you look at that, the people that suffers at the end is the populace, is the people, the ordinary Nigerians, who cannot afford education, who cannot afford medical bills. Look at the strike that we have currently, the resident doctors. Look at the currency, Nigeria to dollar. Look at all these things. You go to market, the foodstuffs, food, ordinary food, that should be the commonest thing, is hard today. So you and I know that with the level or the trajectory that we are, if nothing is not done quickly, even the so-called politicians who have amassed so much wealth may not be safe. And that's why we are calling, let this be a time of reflection. Super reflection. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's renegotiate. Let's get it right so that we can have a Nigeria we all can be proud of.
Some of them had a contrary opinion.
In some ways, the life of an average Nigerian has improved. But if you look at it from another angle, you might say the opposite. So, to me, it's neither here or there. But basically, we can say there is progress. We have made progress. We have moved far away from where we were in 1960.
The government is actually trying their best. We as a citizen also have to sit up to see how we can do to move the country forward. It's not enough to just sit back and expect the government to do everything for us. The countries we see, like America, that most of Nigerians, when we talk about development, Nigeria will say, we compare Nigeria with America. They are where they are today, not because the government alone did all they did there. The citizens also, in their own part, saw what they can do to move their country forward. That's why they are where they are today.
There is nothing wrong with Nigeria as a nation, but there are many things that is wrong with the Nigerian government and the Nigeria as a citizen. And what I want everybody to know is that there is nothing wrong with Nigeria that cannot be fixed with Nigeria.
As Nigeria marks the day, commuters also groaned about the transportation nightmare they had experienced due to the security measures taken by security personnel to mark the day.
You could claim to be independent, but just look at what is happening today that is meant to celebrate independence, which is a day of freedom. I live at Lugbe. While coming into town today, everyone was under lockdown. A day that we are supposed to celebrate independence, we are still sitting at home and celebrating lockdown. So many people trek a lot of distance, coming from direct from City Gate down to NPC Tower Central area, coming to this AY. It is only 8 nights. We look at all this around, I see a lot of people jam pack. Why? And we are saying we are celebrating independence.
I'm just trekking about almost 15 kilometers before I get here. The army blocked the road. Is it insecurity that leads up to this? That's a poor management. So the government need to look into all these things. Assisting one, there is no electricity. Assisting one, there is no agricultural. Assisting one, there is very bad road. Assisting one, the government itself is shaking.